What they want is this. They say that in exercise 2.7, in questions 1 to 9, write the equation of the line in the form y equals mx plus c. Let's take the first one as an example. To answer these questions, the second one, to answer the questions 1 to 9, you need to get y on its own, and everything else ends up over the other side. So what I'm going to do is 5x minus 2y minus 12 equals 0. What happens is this. The 2y goes over the other side. You happy with that? It becomes 5x minus 12 equals 2y. I then spin it around so that the y is on the left side and everything else is on the right hand side. Very similar to the answer. Then I divide both sides by 2. So, because I want y to be on its own with nothing in front of it. Now there's two ways you can think of it. You can do it this way, where you bring the 2 underneath, and you go y equals 5x minus 12 all over 2. And then you can separate it out into 5x over 2 minus 12 over 2. Because remember I told you that the 2 acts underneath both of them. And then that 12 over 2 becomes a 6. Is that right? Now, another way of thinking of it, which might be a better way of thinking of it, is see whatever number comes in front of the y. Just choose that as a denominator. You can divide both sides by the same amount, so you can do it like this. And then the answer will be y equals 5 over 2x minus 6. It's actually the same thing, but I don't know what way you'd prefer to do it. Okay, just give me a second. So, Cameron, no matter what number is in front of the y, that's the number I'll choose for my denominator. So an example would be if I told you 6 plus 2 equals 8, yeah? Divide both sides by 2, what happens? 3 plus 1 equals? So by dividing both sides by the same amount, you maintain the balance. Does that make sense? So, currently, I have a balanced equation. What I don't like about the equation is the fact that the y isn't on its own. What would get the y on its own is if I divided that by 2. But in order to maintain balance, I'd have to divide the other side by 2. And hence it would become 2 divided by 2 cancels, and you get 5 over 2x minus 6. Is that alright? Try another one now. Question 9 as an example. Question 9 would be 5x plus 2y plus 10 equals 0. Bring over the 10, bring over the 5. 2y equals minus 5x minus 10. What would be the quick way to get this done? 2y divided by 2. Y minus 5 over 2x and minus 10 over 2. Minus 5. It's handy enough, isn't it? Should be okay. Alright. Yep, questions. First one I'm going to do is question 10. Get it in the form that all the numbers are over one side and on the right hand side there's a 0. That's basically what that says, isn't it? AX means whatever x comes first, y comes second, number comes third, and you always have equals 0 on the right hand side. Does that make sense? Yeah. And then if you want to change it to plus, multiply by minus 1. No, nothing has to be plus, so there's 2 acceptable answers for every question. So I'll show you about acceptable answers. In question 1, bring the 3x over and bring the 7 over. X leads, minus 3x. Y is in second, and then 7 comes third. That is one acceptable answer worth 10 out of 10. What's the other answer that's worth 10 out of 10? That's the other answer. Both answers are worth full marks. Is that right? That's it. Now, they try and make it harder by giving you something like question 18. Question 18 works something like this. Basically, the big massive difference is, oh my god, it has a fraction. Makes things, so all we gotta do is whatever denominator you have, go over it and go 6 on top, 6 on the bottom. Go over to the 4. 6 on top, 6 on the bottom. Now what happens to all the denominators? Cancel it, okay? And then what we get next is 6y equals minus 5x plus 24. Move over to the other side. 5x plus 6y minus 24 equals 0. If somebody did it a slightly different way, what would their answer look like? They are the only two acceptable answers. Okay guys, so we did 10 and 18 and 2, 9, 10 and 18. Okay.